our bishop, and our dear mother, and all the church leadership, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi, and all the county leadership, na wale wote ambao wamekuja kusoma na sisi katika kanisa ya PEFA. Bwana asifiwe. Wale hawanijui na nafikiri mnanijua vizuri sana, na naona Gen Zs mko hapa. Occupy permanently. Pigieni watoto wetu makofi. Mambo mengi ambao yanaendelea katika nchi yetu, lazima tujue sisi tukiwa wa Kristo, na ninasema bila woga. Kazi ya kanisa ni kuhakikisha watu wako soba. Sema soba. Na hiyo kazi ambayo tulianza, ningeomba nyinyi kama Gen Zs, millennials na wale wote na sisi wote, tuone tumeendelea vile tulikuwa tunaendelea, ndio tuweze kuwapatia na kazi na ajira ambazo zitawasaidia. Kwa sababu watu wakiwa walevi katika nchi haiwezi endelea, uchumi huwezi endelea. Na atumia mwekuo maundu maya, atumia no tuhote kumarora wega, tiguo? Ciana ici ni citu, ithe tutiaragia nacio, tutiraretie nacio, nao maratuigua, na githe athuri matire kuo maithe. Thiini wa thirikari yakitwo ni nyina na mwana na ciana icio, kanitha na matura. And that is why we are saying it is very important that you emphasize in being local and making sure that where you are making sure there is law and order that is kept. There is no law and order that can be kept if people are drunk and disorderly. We have seen many of our children, young men, who are in prison today for defilement, and they are there for many years. Kuna watoto wetu ambao mmeona nikienda hivyo, tukienda wale tumekuwa tukichangia kuona wametoka kwa mitaa, na tumewapeleka rehabilitation, na ni wengi. Na niseme kama vile nchi imesema hawataki second lady yawe na budget, na ni sawa, lakini kazi ya wavulana sitawacha. That is a vision I have. It is a passion I have for the boy child. I cannot stop, because I started even before I was in the office. And I believe you and I can be able to make it. And I'm asking the church today, open your doors to our children. Let them come into the churches, feed them, clothe them, mentor them, disciple them, and make sure wako sawa. And then even as a church, I believe God has blessed us. And we can be able to change the lives of our young people. They can run here. And if we have churches, like we have the PEFA churches, how many? 6,000. You have 6,000 churches. 6,000 churches of PEFA. Every branch, if it was to take 10 of them, how many young men will we remove from the streets? 600,000. The church has power. It has the authority that God gave us to be able to do what we need to do. And you young people, you can bring other young people that are lost into the church. We mentor them, and we raise that money within ourselves to pay them. And they can clean the churches and around here as the pastors and other people help them to overcome drunkenness. This far we are very happy, because as we are going out, tukiona huko nje, watoto wetu wale walikuwa wana hiyo order, the bad smell, walikuwa na macho mekundu, walikuwa wachafu, Now I can see something has changed. How can it be that somebody somewhere decides to take us back where we have come from? Apana. No, this thing must stop. And I will not stop because of a budget. I believe that we can raise this money ourselves. Even the young people. I saw you raising money to be able to do what you needed to do. I would like you to raise money. And each one of you take one of your young people and change their minds. Let them start walking in the path that is righteous. I saw the Gen Zs, the real ones, the ones who are advocating for the right things. I saw them. They were supporting each other. They were loving each other. And they wanted to speak in a mature way and to dialogue with the nation and to tell people there is a need for us not to be corrupt, right? You wanted us to be responsible and accountable. I would also return to them and tell them, you need to be accountable to your brothers and sisters who are in the streets and the vulnerable populations. It is possible for you young people to be able to mentor one another, to care for one another. I was very happy when I saw a mature generation that is saying we are of age and we can be able to speak to our parents and tell them that we have come of age. And nasema mimi, I'm very happy. Na de mokenu, todo hediria twatura tohoyaga. Adu othe maroragia generation ino, andu aya matimenyaga uria mareka, andu aya marokire na maratwariria, ni maratwaririe. Ni turaiguire uria maroiga. O acio no magututeithia na aria angi. Niguo mahote kwiyariria matige guthie mba icio ona cia hingoro mutigathie. I'm asking you, my sons and daughters, do not go to those bars, because going to the bar is a decision. I may not be able to go there. And the few people we have talked to, na aria makoretwo na magitikira twoka twathie medical camps goko gwitu na Kenya yothe, we have been able to do rehabilitation inpatient, 1,200, and they are back with you. In the community rehabilitation, we have been able to do 4,500. And these are decisions the young men and women are making to become people that can be productive. There is no country that can continue to uchumi wa Kenya, you are the drivers. And drivers cannot drive when they are Kwa hivyo, mimi ningeuliza kanisa. We are the pastors. God has called us. And we have a responsibility. We are accountable to these people. That is why God called us. And we must be fearless when it comes to protecting our children. There was a time that young men were being killed by the Pharaoh of Egypt. He didn't want the Israelites to multiply. And they were afraid of their numbers. And what they did, they decided only girls were to live. And if you saw that was a satanic agenda to destroy the boy child, and there came 5 women who stood up, ogwatumia no mwaka mwihotore, murore ciana cianyu, mumenyerere ciana cianyu, na mugitire ciana cianyu. Ni mugwika oguo? Na wathuri makoro na ithui tugitire ciana citu. Ucio niguo wira wa ciari, aria mama ciarite na aria mama ciarite kiroho. The other thing is to make sure that our children are safe and they are working. And that is why leadership is here, to ensure that we are opening job spaces for our children so that they are not out there idle. And we are working very hard. Young men and young women, we are trying our level best. Like those ones we did the rehabilitation of 1,200, about 500, we have also been able to skill them and to take them to jobs. The others are already in a rehabilitation with skilling center, where they are going to come out tooled to be able to stand for themselves. So I believe that God will provide the resources for these young men to be able to finish the skilling, and God will connect them to jobs. So I am not worried. Whether there is money or not, I believe God will provide for you. And I believe the church, we are waking up. We wake up to our mandate and do what we must do. If 600 can be taken by PEFA, how much can Full Gospel take? Another maybe 600. The Catholic Church, because we are doing the rehabilitation with the clergy. Even out there in the Muslim world, in Mombasa, the clergy is also taking their boys and making sure that they are out of drunkardness, and they are also connecting them to jobs. So there is work that is being done. Sometimes we don't go shouting on pulpits what we are doing, because it is our work. And that is what God called us to do. But we are going to speak now to the church as we have been speaking this time. Mfungue milango kwa watoto wetu wakuje tuajiri. Every church, you can employ 2, 3, 10, even if it is 500, wacha wakuje walime around here na waoshe kanisa. Na sisi tuchange hiyo pesa, tukiwa waumini tunawalipa. Is that not possible? And we can reduce the unemployment of our children until the government organizes itself and creates the employment that needs to be done. Having said that, I want to say that was a great sermon that you have given to us. Purpose. Define your being. And young people, you have a purpose. And that purpose will define your destiny. And destiny is important to every one of us. If you can be able to know your purpose, and your purpose is to serve. I know my purpose. My purpose is to serve God and to serve his people. And that is why my office, even through Dorcas Rigathi Foundation, which I've been working, I serve the widows, I serve the orphans, I serve the people with disabilities, and the boy child who is in trouble. And that I will not stop. I will continue. Mutaniona matora ini. And I don't only do here. Go to Migori. You'll find there are widows who are already having fish ponds, which we have helped. And we raised money from people, and they gave us money to do that. Go to Loitoktok. You will find there are women who are already doing the greening of our environment. Come here, you'll find there are widows who are working. We have widows in Joro. We have widows everywhere. And we are going to continue working. And I know God will provide. Agikoro athuri aria mehaha ni ma provide agira atumia aore. Ni mora siria Ngai no aremo niko he atumia ke the widows kiria mangekira na mangehuba. Na Ngai githe tu mwene fedha na dhahabu na migoda na ndegwa iria cia irema-ini tamenya ni agututeithia. And young people, please, please, do not go to those bars. I ask you, I beg you, as a mother. It was so painful for me when I saw them in withdrawal symptoms. Amwe mahaishaga ruthingo. Age maredia ngũkũ. Hallucinations. And you saw our children in pain. Somebody going back to return them there. I think that is the worst that can happen to a human being. And I think it is time that Kenya started to change the way it is going. Let's change course. And the ones I can ask, young people, keep your lane. Have the objective. Focus and make sure you become the economic drivers. You are our tomorrow. As mothers, we are looking up to you. We do not have any other future. We only have you. And don't destroy yourselves. Allow me now, as you stand, we welcome the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua. God bless you. God bless you.
Asante, tafadhali tuketi. My Lord Bishop Macharia, and the clergy,